All right, Shalom. Before I get started, I'm going to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, and Kakadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule and teach well. And peace and safety to the Akim that's spread across the four corners of the world, that's pushing out this truth, that's giving all diligence and putting their lives on the line to do so. It's the brother Karas Zahir out of the GMS and ATL camp. Just here with a lesson going into, basically not conforming, to the ways of these heathens, mainly, these Edomites, because they're in rulership in today's society. When I say conform, basically means, to follow or to obey. These holidays, these wicked holidays, these satanic days, don't feed into it, man. Because a lot first and foremost, it's not the way, of Yahweh Shah, man. We follow what the scriptures tell us to, man. Not, celebrating Christmas or Thanksgiving, or Halloween, or, not, believing in homosexuality, or adultery. We're not conforming our ways, to fit in, man. We don't care what the mass majority of the people think about us, man. Because Lord willing, we are part of our numbers. We are part of that number, which is the 144,000. We're beautiful in the sight of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. But without further ado, I'm just gonna get it to the account, in Maccabees, and I'm gonna follow it up with a couple of scriptures in Abba Ratazah. The lesson is edifying, so I'm gonna start off with First Maccabees chapter 2, and I'll start at verse 15. Verse 15. We're just speaking about, Mattathias and his sons, having that integrity, to stand up, for what was right, man. And we have to, try to follow those same footsteps, man, of the men that was set up before us. Because in Romans 15:4, it tells us that everything that was written aforetime was written for our learning. So this is 2nd Maccabees chapter 2, verse 15. It says, "In the mean, while the king's officers, such as compelled the people to revolt, came into the city Modin to make them sacrifice. And when many of Israel came unto them, Mattathias also and his sons came together." So the kings, or the heathens, tried to basically make Israel, sacrifice to these false idols, basically worship, their believers, and Mattathias and his sons, basically wasn't having that, man. So it says, verse 17, "Then answered the king's officers and said to Mattathias on this wise, Thou art a ruler and an honorable and great man in this city, and strengthened with sons and brethren. Now therefore come thou first and fulfill the king's commandment, like as all the heathen have done." And us, being a part of the nation of Israel, we understand that you have to understand that there's a separation, from the heathens, and the nation of Israel. And, I'm just going to get a quick precept, to back up my point. So this is Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6, which brothers, really should know. It says, "For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord thy power have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth." So holy, that word holy means separate, So we're a separate people, from from the rest of these other heathen nations, man. Speaking of the nation of Israel, which are you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. So I'm gonna continue in Maccabees. It says, now therefore, verse 18, now therefore come thou first and fulfill the king's commandment, like as all the heathen have done. Yeah, and the men of Judah also, which shows you that since thousands of years, we've had our people basically been bowing down to these heathens, man. Even today with our people still believing in Caesar Borgia, man. You know. So it says, and such as remain of Jerusalem, so shalt thou and thy house be in the number of the king's friends, and thou and thy children shall be honored with silver and gold and many rewards. And this is an example of how Esau tries to bribe you, and try to be deceitful, with his tongue, man. Because no amount of money in the world, should make you conform to Esau's ways, man. It could be $100 million, man. You still have to have that integrity and be like, no, man, I'm standing in the same footsteps as my forefathers, man. Being faithful and honorable and true to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, man. That's what it's all about, man. And it says, because it says he tried to offer him money, man. We know at the end of the day, that this money is going to perish, man. The value of the dollar is rapidly declining. You have China, and all these other countries going away from the dollar. So no amount of money should basically soothe you, or to trick you, into obeying these heathens' law, statutes, and commandments, man, because they're the total opposite of what the Lord tells us to do, man. It says, verse 19, then Mattathias answered and spake with a loud voice. It says, Mattathias, he had some power in his voice, man. It says, though all the nations that are under the king's dominion obey him and fall away every one from the religion of their forefathers and give consent to his commandments, so the nation of Israel fell away from our forefathers, man, and went to the ways of the heathens. It says, yet will I and my sons and my brethren walk in the covenant of our fathers, man. That's powerful, man. Not bowing down to these heathens because they're because we see the deceit on their face, man. We see that they try to play on us with the tongue. They had the job, they give you a 25-cent raise because you've been working hard. Man, 25 cent raise. Man, 25 cent ain't shit, man. And here, and Jake will bust their ass, forsaking the truth, their families, all for a little bullshit ass job, man. But man of the Lord, true men of the Lord won't do that, man. It says, yet will I and my sons and my brethren walk in the covenant of our fathers. The Most High forbid that we should forsake the law and the ordinances man. And this is still we still apply this to this very day, man. We're not forsaking the laws and the ordinance that the Lord wrote for us in the scriptures, man. But now can we keep all 600, I believe in 613 laws? No. But we try to the best of our ability, man. Because at the end of the day, we're not saved by the laws. We're saved by grace. But that doesn't give you the liberty and the freedom to just do anything that you want to do, man. That doesn't give you the liberty to do that, man. but the laws and statutes and commandments that we can keep, such as keeping, make sure, that we keep the Sabbath day holy, not, edging ourselves up, not eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobsters, not celebrating these wicked holidays, man. You know, staying in order that the apostles and the elders set up, man. Those are the things that we can keep, man. So why not? We're not forsaking them for these heathens, man. And it says, we would not hearken, verse 22, we will not hearken to the king's words to go from our religion either on the right hand or the left. Verse 23. Now when he had left speaking these words, there came one of the Jews in the sight of all to sacrifice on the altar which was molten, according to the king's commandment. So here Judah is being simple, just like, because I always like to, refer it back in today, because the scriptures link up perfectly with how Jacob is carrying themselves today, man. You may tell a Jake, hey man, you really not supposed to celebrate, Halloween, because it's real wicked, it's a satanic holiday. And here Jake is the following fucking day, dressed up as a fucking a turtle or Superman or some shit, man. Or whatever the fuck you want to dress up as, man. But here it is, Jake is being simple, which, I'll just tell you, just for sake of time, Mattathias end up, killing him, man. Because he was being simple, man. Now it's because it says that he was zealous. Now is not the time for us, to go, chop Jake's head off or whatever. You gotta wait upon the Lord, man. But Jake is ultimately is going to get destroyed one way or another, man, because of of being hard-headed, simple, and not listening to the prophets, man. Because we're sending out that guidance, man, that leadership that the Lord has told us, but people don't hearken. You don't want to hearken, man. So this is Romans 12:1. It says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. And this is the point. It says, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may approve, that ye may prove what is good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. So we have to basically, when you first come into the truth, you have to renew your mind, man. Because at first you thought Halloween was okay, man. You thought Christmas was okay, man. You thought you didn't know, it wasn't nothing wrong with eating pork. But now that we know, we're not supposed to be conformed to this world, man. That's why we're pulled away, man. Because we know that the love, our Father's Lord, our Father's love is not in the world, man. He dislikes these people, man, because they hate him, man. I'll reread that again. It says, and be not conformed to this world, because the world is wicked, man. If you're conformed to the world, you're following it, man. You're being a follower, man. It's better to be a follower of the man of the Lord than a follower of wicked men, because they're gonna lead you to death, man. A man of the Lord is not leading you to death; he's leading you to salvation, man. And it's clear to see that the brothers, really here in GMS, have nothing but, they want nothing but the best, outcome for you, man. Whether it comes by rebuke, getting down on the brother, say, brother, don't be doing that. It's still love at the end of the day, man. Because a 2/3 nigga it's gonna tell you that he gonna be with you whether you right or whether you wrong, man. That's off. You know? So let me get a couple of more scriptures, and I'm gonna go ahead and close out. It's Exodus chapter 23. 2, it says, "Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in the cause to decline after many to wrest judgment." So the point is, you shouldn't follow a multitude to do evil, man. Don't be a follower of the world, man. That shows that, really shows that you're weak, man. You're weak-minded, man. You don't have the ability, to think on your own, man. Think of, that, nah, man, I really shouldn't be doing that. You're just being a follower, man. You're just being a follower in blindness, man. Trying to fit in with the world. You smoking cigarettes. All out of, it's just all out of, not being yourself, man. Not knowing that, our Heavenly Father is going to bring judgment on you, man, because you being wicked. Don't follow the multitude to do evil, man, because Jake loves to do evil, man. Jake loves to be hard-headed, and to be not hearkening to the Lord, man. So I'm gonna close off on this. This is First Peter chapter 1, verse 14. Well, I'll start at 13. It says, "Wherefore gird up the loins of your mind, be sober, and hope to the end for the grace that is brought unto you at the revelation of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, as obedient children, not fashioning yourselves according to the former lust in your ignorance," man. So don't fasten yourself according to the, the former things, basically that you loved when you were once in the world, man. Don't do it, man. Stick to what you know is right, man. And if you newly watching the videos or whatever, don't go back into the world, man. This is you're on a straight path, man. This is what it is all about, man. Sticking to these scriptures in this book, man. It says, but as he which hath called you is holy, so be ye holy in all manner of conversation, man. There goes that word holy again, man. Separate, man. Mattathias and his sons and his brethren were being holy, man. Being separate from the rest of Judah, man. Just like us, man. Zechariah